The truth is that most businesses fail. They don't fail because they've got crappy products and services, and they certainly don't fail because entrepreneurs aren't working hard enough. Most businesses fail for the simple fact that they just can't get enough customers. Business is tough. That's why most people are smart enough that they don't even try. But for those of us entrepreneurs that are crazy enough to give it a go, remember the wise words of Larry Page, the co-founder of Google and a much smarter man than me. Revenue cures all problems. And man, it really does. Just imagine having a constant stream of new clients coming through your business. Imagine having predictable revenue that you can count on. Imagine knowing exactly how many customers you're going to have next month and the month after that. How much stress would just fade away? How many business problems wouldn't exist anymore? Well, that future, it doesn't have to be a pipe dream. You just need to have a plan. And let me break it down to you in 4 simple steps. Step 1 is website traffic. And man, any traffic source works. Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads. But the very best traffic comes from Google search, because that's where your potential clients are actively looking for exactly what you do. So next, you need to capture that traffic. And that's what we call a lead magnet. After that, you need to nurture that lead with a drip campaign or a nurture campaign to warm up the lead. And then simple, money in the bank, you close the sale. So you wouldn't build a house without making a plan, right? So heck, you wouldn't even put up a tent without instructions. So why do people go ahead and start businesses without a solid plan to get the customers you need to, stay in business? Well, the truth be told, a lot of us entrepreneurs, we didn't really mean to start a business, did we? 1 minute you're banging away on some tools in the shed, and then the next you've got your own office building and a herd of employees. Well, that's at least what happened to me. See, I got lucky. My company survived despite me having a plan. It certainly didn't survive because I didn't have a plan. That's called survivor bias. And do you really want to be leaving your business, your future, your house, your children's college fund up to chance? So one of the best-selling books of all time, and one of the books I've read multiple times, is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So what's the very first habit? Begin with the end in mind. So if you take the time to actually define what you're trying to build or where you're going to go, a heck of a lot easier to get there. Had I actually taken the time to make a plan, I could have shaved half a decade of getting to where I am today. I could have saved 5 freaking years of my life. Where am I today? Well, I run a marketing company called Ardor SEO. And we're the digital marketing company that fuels the growth of many of the biggest names in real estate, including Avery Carl, David Green, and LabCode agents, and many of the speakers that are at this summit today. And I tell you, there is a lot of power in niching down. Almost 100% of our business is in real estate, and man, it makes everything so much easier. Easier to build websites, easier to manage the accounts, because we already understand exactly what you do and what your customers are searching for. I'll give you an example. One of our customers is a luxury realtor in Naples in Florida, and we've got another luxury realtor in Toronto in Canada. Man, you change the city name and it's the exact same process. And the more we actually niche down, the better the job we can do for our clients, as we better understand the ins and outs of their business, and the more referrals we get too, which obviously helps us grow. See, we really need to understand your business, because we don't want to just focus on search engine rankings or traffic, because at the end of the day, who really cares? We focus on making our clients more money. We need to understand exactly what it is your potential customers, your clients, what are they searching for? How do we get your messaging right, to get that message in front of them and get them to give you their money? See, every new client we start with, we set a growth target. How many sales do we need to make to get you to double the budget? So it's much easier for us to work with one client spending 20 grand a month than 10 clients spending 2K. So where do you want to be? What does success look like for you? Do you want to be selling 5 houses a month or 5 houses per day? Do you want to be able to raise $1 million in capital or $100 million in capital? It's all possible, you just need a plan. So let me let you on a little secret. Web designers suck. They'll take your money and build you, well, hopefully a beautiful website, but it'll generate you no money. The average website costs between $15,000 to $20,000 and is virtually worthless. I'll tell you from the wise words of Donald Miller, one of the greatest marketers on earth and one of the speakers at this summit, beautiful websites don't sell things, words sell things. And I like to add to that very true statement, those words need to get in front of the right people to make any difference at all to your business growth. You need to think of a website like a business card, right? You can have the most beautiful business card in the world, but if it's sitting in your desk drawer, it's not going to do you a lick of good. You need to hand it out. And it's the same with your website. You need to get your website in front of your potential clients to make it do its job, growing your business. So 20K, it might sound like a lot for a website, right? And well, to be true, it is a lot of money if it doesn't generate you any business. But you take a think. How much do you think Amazon continues to spend every year building their website? Amazon understands the compounding return they get on that investment year after year after year. And it's working out pretty okay for Mr. Bezos, right? So another example is one of our clients, Avery Carl, who's also speaking at the summit. Well, Avery spent a whopping $50,000 with us on her website just last year. And what did Avery get for that? Well, she got to grow her business from $56 million in sales in 2019 to $158 million. $158 million in sales in 2020. The average realtor commission is 5%. So that means $7.9 million in commission checks. Man, even imagine half of that went to expenses, which I'm sure it didn't. Avery's walking away with a cool $3.95 million. So you invest $50,000 and you take home $3.95 million. That's a pretty damn nice return to me, yeah? So this year, Avery, she's going to spend over $100,000 with us because she understands the compounding return that she'll get when she invests in her website. So let me give you a really simple example of a multi-family syndication company that wants to be able to raise just $1 million. If your average investor is $50K, well, you need 20 investors, right? $1 million divided by 50K is 20. And so we all know that it's pretty easy to get someone to say yes to investment, but when it's actually time to cut a check, they run for the hills. So if you need 20 actual investors, you might need 10 times that of potential investors. So let's say 200,000 potential investors in what's called your nurture campaign. That means you need 200 people downloading your lead magnet on your website. So let's estimate that just 1 in 10 people coming to your website, they're going to download your free lead magnet. That means you need 2,000 people, 2,000 website visitors to raise that $1 million in capital. And so the math is pretty simple, right? If you want to raise $10 million in capital, then you need to make 20,000 visitors to your website. If you want to be able to raise $100 million in capital, well, you just need 200,000 visitors to your website. So 200,000 might sound like a really, really big number, right? But I tell you, the internet is so much bigger than our little human brains can possibly comprehend. You know, can you imagine what 200,000 people looks like? You know, bigger than Yankee Stadium, right? But just the keywords based around how to invest 50K or how to invest $50,000, that keyword has over 2,000 searches every single month. That adds up to 24,000 searches every single year. That one keyword category, how to invest $50,000, well, it can easily net you $10 million in capital. Other keywords like multifamily investing has over 4,000 searches a month. The broader term, real estate investing, it has a crazy 500,000 searches every single month. Man, that's a lot of people, right? And remember that 200,000 visitors, that's to raise $100 million in brand new capital. Just imagine how many of those 2,000 investors, well, are going to reinvest with you, Or how many of those 2,000 new investors are accredited investors? One accredited investing $500,000 while it's worth 10 investors investing 50K, right? So let's go back to that really awesome search term, the keyword, how to invest 50K. Man, what a fabulous keyword for syndication companies. Because you can be pretty damn sure that someone that goes to Google and types in how to invest $50,000, well, they got 50K that they want to invest, right? So how do you get that person with the 50K in their pocket, searching on Google, to give that money to you? Well, it's that same 4-step process, right? Website traffic. You need to rank your website in Google. Capture the lead with your lead magnet. Then your nurture campaign warms up that lead, and then it's up to you to close the sale and put the money in the bank. So just a second, I want to stop for a minute and invite you to a special live event that we got coming up. So this event is hosted by my company, Ardor SEO, the marketing company behind this tremendous summit. So this is an online event where we show you the exact process that we use with every one of our successful customers. This is the same process that'll work for you, whether you're a brand new realtor and you're just starting out and you don't even have a website, or you're an experienced investor with an established online brand that already attracts thousands of visitors every month. No matter where you're starting from, we start every one of our clients with the exact same way, with what we call a business growth blueprint. And this is a 3-step strategy. Step 1 is business discovery. This includes things like defining your ideal customer and setting your business growth goals. And then we get into market research. Exactly how many of your potential customers are searching, what keywords in Google? Who are your rank competitors? That means, who's coming up in the Google search results and what's working for them. And then part 3 is building you out a strategy development. Once we have all the data, we build out a step-by-step guide. Exactly how do you go from where you are today to where you want to be in 12 months. Look, whether it's generating 10 new clients a month or 100 clients or even 1,000, it's all possible with the right strategy. This is the exact process that we've followed with clients like Avery Carl, who sold $158 million in 2020, and she did that whilst having a baby. Man, what an absolute gun. And I tell you, Avery is set to blow that target away this year. As a small business owner myself, I understand how busy the workday gets already. Struggling to juggle the pressures of a growing business and family life, it's a real challenge. I've got 3 kids myself and another one on the way. I tell you, the struggle is real, my friend. So marketing your business, it doesn't have to be a major time suck. You just need to partner with the right agency. We, Ardor, we specialize in real estate. That's why we put on this summit. And we already understand exactly what your business does. We know how to get your message in front of the very people that are actively searching for exactly what you do. And most importantly, we know how to get them to take action and become your customers. Our business growth blueprint, the process, it works every time. And we're so confident in our process that we guarantee our results, or we guarantee your success. Our guarantee takes the risk off you and ensures that our team lives up to our reputation. So this live stream, it's taking place on the 17th of June at 8 p.m. Eastern. Normally tickets are going to be $197, but as a special for the summit, we're giving them away for just $47. So get your ticket today at ardorseo.com/livestream. But don't forget to put in the discount code SUMMIT to get that special discount today. So now, back to the show. So let's get back to those 4 steps, right? Website traffic, lead capture, nurture campaign, then closing the deal. So the first step is the website traffic. You need to get your website directly in front of where your potential investor is searching for information on how to invest their money. Where the investor is going to Google and typing in how to invest 50K. So we write a great article, the 5 ways to invest $50,000. So obviously with the very best way, investing with your multifamily syndication company. So then we rank that that article in Google, and I tell you, that's not going to be easy. Any keyword or search term that's valuable, well, it's going to be sought after, at least by your smart competition. I don't want to bore you to death with the intricacies of ranking a website. I just want to give you the understanding of what it means to, well, have a high-performing website, how valuable it is to your business, and how the mathematics work so that you yourself can accurately calculate the return on your investment. I wholeheartedly believe that if you understood the power of a valuable website to grow your business, you'd already be investing in one. So the second step, once you've got that traffic to your website, is to turn that visitor into a lead. So at the bottom of your great article, you have a really strong CTA, a call to action. Download our free guide, the 5 biggest mistakes people make when getting started with investing. This, my friend, is called a lead magnet. See, Amazon converts way better than any other website on the planet because everyone knows and trusts Amazon. If you search on Google for a blue widget and Amazon comes up in the search results, well, Amazon is likely to get the click and it's likely to convert to a sale. Amazon converts so well because everyone knows them and trusts them. Heck, you probably already got an account with them. But even if you didn't, you know who they are and you trust that you can put your credit card information into their website securely. You trust that they'll deliver what you order, and even if the product isn't right, you trust that you can return it and there's not going to be any problem. People buy from those that they like and trust. People searching on Google, they don't know you and they don't trust you. Asking people to book a call or buy now, it's just way too aggressive and it won't work effectively. Especially if you're asking someone for $50,000. You need to think of it like dating. See, if there was a pretty girl walking down the street and you yell out to her, "Hey, marry me," she's going to think you're a lunatic. It's not going to work. But if you follow those same 4 steps, you're certainly in for a chance. Get your message in front of the girl. "Hey, I'm Chris, how you doing?" Then you need to use a lead magnet to capture her attention. "Hey, there's this cool band playing Friday night. You want to come and join me?" Then you use your nurture campaign, your drip campaign with follow-up dates, letting her get to know who you are. And only finally do you go and try and close the deal. So how often on a website have you seen some sort of pop-up that says, "Subscribe to our newsletter"? No, man, no, these suck. They never subscribe. No one wants to join your damn newsletter. You've got to be interesting and you've got to provide people value. You've already got the person to your website. Now, please, please don't lose them. There's an old saying, the money is in the list. Get them on your damn list. The whole purpose of a website is to get people onto your list, and then it's done. Quality lead magnets, I tell you, that are relative to exactly what that person's searching for, they are super effective. You've done so much of the hard work getting that person to your website, so don't let them get away. Tell them what you want them to do. Just like on YouTube videos where you see people hit like and subscribe, it works. Telling people what you want them to do, it really, really works. Another saying from Donald Miller is people buy clarity and they walk away from confusion. So make it easy for them to do business with you. Tell them what you want them to do with a big, strong call to action. Click here to download our guide that is super relevant to the problem that you were just searching for on Google. Just like the search term, how to invest 50K, and the lead magnet, the 5 biggest mistakes with getting started with investing. Super duper relevant, right? So don't stop there, right? Remember, the money is in the list. You need this person on your list. And so once that person's on your website and they've read your article, if they're about to leave, you never see them again. So you need to convert them now. Add a timed pop-up. So when people are scrolling down through the article, bam, it comes up. And with a nice message of download your lead magnet. Another thing you can do is add an exit intent pop-up. So when someone's about to leave, boom, you got one last chance to get them. Adding these 2 pop-ups, the timed pop-up and exit intent pop-up, if done correctly, man, they're really going to increase your conversions. See, you've always got two levers to play with. One, you can increase traffic, and two, you can increase conversions. When starting out with a new campaign for a new client, usually the easiest thing to do is to get them making more money is just increase traffic to your website. See, even the ugliest website on the planet is going to convert at some rate. But the most beautiful website with no traffic is never going to work. So once you've got traffic, then you can work on increasing conversions. And that can really mean a huge change in your revenue with very little work, but you need to have the traffic first. So say if you've got 1,000 visitors a month coming to your website from Google. That's not a very big website, but it's still really valuable. Say 1,000 visitors a month and you've got just 10% of those people downloading your lead magnet. That's 100 leads a month, right? If you add strong call to actions, time pop-ups, exit intent pop-ups, you can turn that 10% into 15%. That's an extra 50 leads per month. What would an extra 50 leads per month be worth to your business? Probably worth the money to put up a nice pop-up, right? So now that you've got that person to your website and they've downloaded your lead magnet, do you go for the kill? Do you ask them to marry you? Well, not yet. This is where the magic happens with a nurture campaign. When you've got a complex business, or you're asking someone for a lot of money, like $50,000, or even buying a house, you need to build up a lot of trust, and you do this through your nurture campaign. See, the leads come to your website, they've downloaded your lead magnet, and they've given you their email address. And your lead magnet, it has to be good. If it's rubbish, all of this is a complete waste of time because you've already blown that person's trust. So now they read your lead magnet and they're like, wow, this guy really knows what he's talking about. That's some super great advice. So now you start hitting them with the nurture campaign. You're firing off valuable emails to them. Things like, hey, listen to me on this podcast. Read where I was featured in Forbes. Look at this case study where we consistently get above market returns. Or see how we've helped X amount of people solve their problems too. Now the lead trusts you. They see you as an authority and they understand exactly what you do. So when you finally go and ask them to book a call and speak with you, well, man, that is a highly qualified lead that is ready to do business with you. You just show them your presentation, ask them for $50K, and they're going to cut you a check. So a good example of a nurture campaign is for one of our realtor clients. See, realtors buy and sell houses every day, and it's pretty easy to forget that not everyone understands this process. Often normal people, well, they're buying their house for the first time, or they're doing it once every decade or so. So a great nurture campaign can walk leads through the steps of buying and selling a house. The reader will be like, wow, this guy really knows what he's talking about. I like and trust you. So don't be afraid to tell people your secret sauce, your magic. They'll actually understand your process better and still want you to do it for them. See, like right now, I'm telling you the ins and outs of building a killer sales funnel. Do you really want to do it yourself? It is really, really, really hard to get right. But I tell you, when it does, it works like magic. See, at Ardor, we eat our own dog food. We do our own marketing, and we are growing like a rocket ship. I really don't have time to speak to leads that don't understand what we do. And I certainly don't have time to speak to leads that want to spend $400 a month ranking their website. If you could build a powerful website that ranks in Google and drives your business growth for $400, well, everyone would be doing it. And then it wouldn't be valuable again, right? It takes time and a solid investment to build out our system. But if you check out our website, you'll see a fabulous example of a lead magnet, a sales funnel, and a nurture campaign. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. We can take what we know that already works and massage it to fit your business. Our sales funnel, it works a little bit different. We've got one extra step, but it's a landing page, a lead magnet, a tripwire product, a nurture campaign, and then the sales call. See, if you check out our landing page, ardorseo.com/review, all the call to actions on our website funnel traffic to this page. It's a pretty simple page with a video of me pretty much explaining what I'm explaining right now, how a sales funnel works. We have everything that is said in the video written in text as well, as some people like to read or follow along with the video. And then we've got a few testimonials to build out our credibility and a big bright orange call to action. Get more customers. What can be more clear than that? Plus we have a time pop-up, an exit intent pop-up to increase conversions. We're offering people some free information in exchange for their name and email. And you want to keep this initial form as small as possible. As the more steps you have on the form, the lower the conversion rate's going to be. So once people submit their name and email, they go to the next page, which is ardorseo.com/review/buy. This is where we have what's called a tripwire product, and it's a whopping $7. So a tripwire product, it doesn't suit every sales funnel, but it works really great for us. I mean, we get a lot of traffic to our website, and simply having this extremely low product of $7, it filters out the dud leads. See, if someone doesn't want to invest $7 investing in their business growth, they're certainly not a good fit for us. I love the saying, when people pay, they pay attention. $7 is a really low barrier to entry. But once someone pulls out their credit card and invests any amount of money with you, your authority level, man, it goes through the roof. So that $7 paying lead, man, that is a damn fine lead. So after that, this is when the magic happens, the nurture campaign. We send out a bunch of emails, showing me guesting on podcasts like Joe Fairless, Lab Coat Agents, the real estate marketing dude. So this builds my authority further. We then showcase, how we helped Avery grow her business by 182% to $158 million. We explain how our process works, why it works, and why we're able to guarantee results. We get our leads used to the idea that they need to invest $30,000 to $50,000 in their website to fuel their business growth. Only then do we ask them to book a call. And when they finally book a call, they already understand exactly what we do and how we can help them grow their business. They never waste our time by missing appointments, as they've proactively sought us out. And when we go and ask them to pay for our service, they pay because they already understand the value. I tell you, that's the power of a real website. I hope now that you can see why most websites absolutely suck and how valuable it is to have a powerful sales funnel to fuel your business growth. So remember our upcoming live stream that's coming up on June 17th. You'll see our full business growth blueprint process and exactly how we can take any website, or even if you don't have a website, from 0 to hero. Remember, the live stream is on the 17th of June at 8 p.m. Eastern, and you can get your tickets today at ardorseo.com/livestream. But don't forget to put in the discount code SUMMIT to get your ticket for just $47. Thanks very much, and have a great day.